Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, which is the name of the Most High, and Yahweh Shai, which is the name of the only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I just wanted to do a video about, what happens when we die. Alright, because, a lot of people ask that question. And, they'll tell you, man. The modern day scientists will tell you that they really don't know. Right? They don't really don't know. But, from the scriptures, right? From the scriptures, we have an idea of what happens. Okay? From the scriptures, we can understand, what happens, man. And I'm going to show you, here in this video. Okay? Now, the first, scripture that I wanted to start off this video with is the book of John, chapter 11, and I wanted to start, ironically enough, at verse 11. Okay, so it's John 11, verse 11. It says, "These things said he, and after that he saith unto them," and this is Yahushua speaking here. It says, "Our friend Lazarus sleepeth, but I go that I may awake him out of sleep." It says, "Then said his disciples, Lord, if he sleep, he shall do well." Howbeit Yahushua spoke of his death, but they thought that he had spoken of taking of a rest in sleep. Then said Yahushua unto them plainly, Lazarus is dead, and I am glad for your sakes that I was not there, to the intent that ye may believe. Nevertheless, let us go unto him. Right, so the point of the matter is that their friend Lazarus, he passed away, right? He died. But Christ described it as he said he was sleeping. Right, so therefore we can come to the conclusion, based on what we read there in John chapter 11, verse 11, on down, that when you die, your body just goes into a state of sleep. Okay, your spirit leaves your body, and the spirit goes up unto the Most High, and I'm going to show you that a little bit later on. Okay, but when you die, your spirit leaves your body, and you go up to the Most High, and the proof that, your spirit leaves the body when you die is because it's a fact that when you die, your body loses its heat. All right, the heat from your body disperses. Okay, and what is that? That's your spirit, your energy, your soul leaving your body, and it goes back unto the Most High who gave it. And again, I'll show you that a little bit later on. But what we're reading here is what? That you go to a state of sleep when you pass away, right? So your body, goes back unto the earth, right? Decays and becomes earth again. Your spirit goes to the Most High. And then, you get your judgment from the Lord, and then you rest. Okay, and I'm going to show you that, as I said, a little later on. But first, dealing with, the sleep. Okay, I wanted to show one more verse that also helps back up the statement dealing with the dead sleeping. Okay, let's go to the book of Revelation, chapter 6 and verse start at verse 9. It says, "And when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them which were slain for the word of Yahweh, and for the testimony which they held. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, How long, O Yahweh, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth? And white robes were given unto them." It was given unto every one of them, and it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season, until their fellow servants also and their brethren that shall be killed as they were shall be fulfilled. Right, so they were going to rest. Okay, they were going to rest, they were going to sleep for a little season, until their other fellow brethren that were destined to be, killed in the same way be fulfilled. Right, so that clearly just shows that the soul rests. Okay, now, and this is another topic as well, because you can actually resurrect a person's soul to have a conversation. That's why you have the ghost box. I believe that's the correct pronunciation for it, or the spirit box, right? The spirit box where the person can supposedly talk to the dead. That's in the scriptures. That's in the scriptures. That's in the book of I believe that's First Kings 28:19 or Second Kings 28:19. Right, King Saul went and summoned the spirit of Samuel. He went to a witch who could deal with summoning spirits. So Saul summoned the spirit of Samuel so that he could get advice from him. Okay, and again, you can read that yourself. Okay. Anyway, let's go on to the second topic, which is still, of course, dealing with the same thing. Now we know that we have an understanding about, when you die, your spirit leaves your body and you go to the Most High, and then you rest, you go to sleep. Okay, but let's go to prove that everybody goes to the same place, because you have a myth going around that most of us believed. I myself believe, I sure know in all hell I believe this, as most of us probably did, that, when you die, if you're good, you go to heaven, if you're bad, you go to hell. That's not true. All right, the Bible says everybody goes to the same place after death. Okay, but before I get that, let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes. Right, the book of Ecclesiastes. Bear with me a second. Okay, Ecclesiastes, chapter 12. And verse 7. Okay, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 7. It says, "Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto Yahweh who gave it." Right, so when a man dies, his body returns unto the earth, right? You become earth again. Your body decomposes. But your spirit goes unto the Most High. Okay, as we've seen and as we, explained earlier. Let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 3. And this is going to cut the whole hell doctrine. Okay, I want to start at, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 3. And let's start at verse 19. It says, "For that which befalleth the sons of men befalleth beasts, even one thing befalleth them all. As the one dieth, so dieth the other. Yea, they have all one breath, so that a man have no preeminence above a beast, for all is vanity." And here's the main point. It says, "All go unto one place, all are of the dust, and all return again to dust. Who knows the spirit of the man that goes upward, and the spirit of the beast that goes downward unto the earth? Wherefore I perceive that there is nothing." Oh, that's another topic. We don't need to get that. But the main point was in verse 20 and 21. I'll read it again. It says, "All go unto one place, all are of the dust, and all return to dust again. Who knoweth the spirit of the man that goes upward, and the spirit of the beast that goes downward unto the earth?" Right, so now we understand that the spirit of a man, whether you're good or wicked, right, a wicked man goes to the same place where a righteous man goes. Okay? And, I brought up earlier, just because somebody's going to be out there like, "Well, how can you prove that? That's not true." Well, if you go to, as I mentioned the story earlier, I believe it's, 1 Samuel 28:19 or 2 Samuel 28:19. When Saul went to summon Samuel, right, Samuel told Saul that tomorrow you and your sons are going to die in war, and you're going to rest with me. You can go read it. That's what it said. So why it was a righteous man, which was Samuel, he told a wicked man, Saul, because the Lord departed from Saul at that point. Why would a righteous man tell a wicked man that they're both going to rest together after they die? That's a illogical fallacy. Okay, anyway, I got one more I want to go to. It would pretty much be the nail, in the coffin, so to speak, on this topic of debate. All right, because according to the scriptures, both a righteous man and a wicked man go to the same place when they pass away. Okay, let's go to the book of Job, chapter 3. And which the whole chapter is good, but just for the point that I want to get. Let's go to verse 13. All right, but if you read above, if you start at the top of the chapter, Job was saying that he wished he would have died. Right, he wishes that he was never born. Okay, and now he's going to go on to describe where he would have went. Okay, if he had died. Okay, it says, verse 13, "For now should I have lain still and been quiet, I should have slept, and then I would have been at rest. With kings, with counselors of the earth, which built desolate places for themselves, or with princes that had gold, who filled their houses with silver. As in hidden untimely birth I had not been, as infants which never saw the light. There the wicked cease from troubling, and there the weary be at rest. There the prisoners they rest together, they hear not the voice of the oppressor. The small and the great are there, and the servant is free from his master. Wherefore is light given unto him that is in misery, and life unto the bitter in soul," which that's going into another topic. But the point of the matter is, as we've proven, that, if Job would have died, if you read the whole context he was speaking, if he would have died from birth, he was going to go to that place. Right, the wicked rest together. Right, the righteous and the wicked rest together. The servants don't hear the voice of the master. The small and the great are there. Okay, right. The rich and the poor, they're all there. Right, it is a place of rest where you sleep. Okay, so in the same, state that you are in when you sleep at night, that's the same state as the dead are in. Okay, it's pretty much, that's gonna be the lesson there. I hope that video was edifying. If anybody made this far into the video, put hashtag RIP in the comment section, just for a little inside joke to see if anybody made it this far into this lesson. I hope that video was edifying. If that being said, I'm gonna end off by giving all praises unto Yahweh and to his son Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Jesus Christ. And I'm gonna say shalom.